I want to talk about the new definition of anti-Semitism, which Columbia University and a number of other schools have now adopted, and which dishonestly equates criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism. To be clear, anti-Semitism, hatred of Jewish people just for being Jews, is very real and has been used for centuries to persecute and, yes, exterminate Jewish people. But this is very different from opposition to the Jewish supremacist state of Israel. Let's get into it. The new International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition says that it's anti-Semitic to claim that the existence of the state of Israel is a racist endeavor. Well, is it true or not that Israel is a racist endeavor? Theodor Herzl, the founder of the Zionist movement, said that Zionism is a colonial idea and marketed it to the British racist imperialists explicitly on that basis. Zionist leaders promoted the myth that Palestine was a land without people for a people without land, erasing the existence of an entire people. Israel was literally created in 1948 through the terroristic destruction of hundreds of Palestinian villages and the ethnic cleansing of almost 1 million Palestinians from the territory. Israel played a key role in backing apartheid South Africa, as well as the brutal death squads in Guatemala that slaughtered 200,000 indigenous Mayan people. Israel has kept the Palestinian people in the West Bank under military occupation without even the pretense of equal rights, with separate and unequal towns, roads, checkpoints, subject to state-sanctioned lynch mob violence from Jewish supremacist settlers, very similar to the Jim Crow South and, yes, apartheid South Africa. In 2018, the state of Israel officially threw off its mask of being a democracy for all and declared itself to be a nation state of the Jewish people, formalizing what had been the unofficial reality all along: Jewish supremacy. In other words, racism. None of this is anti-Semitic, it is just the truth. Another section of the IHRA definition says that comparing Israeli policy to the Nazis is inherently anti-Semitic. Have you seen Gaza? The total destruction, the emaciated bodies, the crowds of Israelis chanting death to the Arabs, the Israeli politicians calling Palestinians animals, declaring that every baby in Gaza is an enemy, and demanding that Gaza be erased? In 1982, as Israel was bombing Beirut at that time, a Jewish Holocaust survivor living in Israel wrote, "In my childhood, I have suffered fear, hunger, and humiliation when I passed from the Warsaw Ghetto through labor camps to Buchenwald. Today, as a citizen of Israel, I cannot accept the systematic destruction of cities, towns, and refugee camps. I cannot accept the technocratic cruelty of the bombing, destroying, and killing of human beings. Too many things in Israel remind me of too many things in my childhood." This truth rings out even more loudly today. As the revolutionary leader Bob Avakian put it, Israel has done something truly incredible. Israel has managed to turn Jews into Nazis. That is not anti-Semitic, it is just the truth. What Columbia and other universities are doing by imposing this definition is not only an assault on the truth about Israel and Palestine, and makes teaching about this impossible, it is an assault on truth itself. It's no different than demanding biology professors no longer teach the science of evolution, which, if these MAGA fascists have their way, will probably happen sooner or later. Which brings me to the key point. Now's the time to draw the line. Any university administration taking up this lying definition of anti-Semitism and using it to expel students, police coursework, and suppress campus protests has become a willing accomplice of fascism. Any accommodation to this definition by faculty or students, no matter the excuse, is collaboration. Any self-censorship in the name of preserving the institution, or your funding, or your job, just means that in the end, all you will have preserved is a university that is nothing more than an instrument of fascist indoctrination. And what you will have lost is your honesty, integrity, and humanity. We can defeat this fascism, but it's going to take all of us standing up now with courage and conviction. A big shout out to Rashid Khalidi, Marianne Hirsch, and the small number of other professors who have said that they cannot and will not teach under these conditions. But as our website revcom.us put it, what is needed now is something more. A massive refusal to accommodate to this new order. A massive institutional non-compliance linked to a growing demand throughout society. The fascist Trump regime must go now.